Those were the headlines. Now news in detail. Political party leaders in the public said that the government should fulfill its pledges to address public grievances. Chairman of the Oromo Federalist Congress Party, Dr. Marara Guddina, has warmly welcomed at Burayu town while he released from detention. Here is Lata Teresa for the detail.
Chairman of the Oromo Federalist Congress Party, Dr. Marara Guddina, was released from prison. Dr. Marara has been warmly welcomed by the public while he reached in Burayu town on his way to his home. Oromo Federalist Congress Deputy Chairman Gabru Astrat has expressed his happiness over the release of Dr. Marara from jail after his stay in prison for more than a year. He also asked the government to enhance political participation so as to address the problems of the country. Residents and other peoples who attend the welcoming ceremony suggested that the government should fulfill its promise and release the rest of the detainees. Expressing their heartfelt happiness over the release of Dr. Marara, residents of Burayu town and Keros called on the government to promote democratic space more than ever. Dr. Marara, who set free after the charge against him was dropped, called on the government to release the rest of the prisoners and ensure peace in the country.
What the government starts is good. There are plenty of our members who are in jail. The government should release them as soon as it's already doing. The government is saying that it wants us to bring reconciliation. If it is real, we are ready to accept it.
Dr. Marara said that he would work with due attention cooperatively with his party to maintain peace and stability in the country.
Head of the Rehabilitation Committee for Displaced Oromos from Ethiopia and Somali region, Dr. Abarrat Ersa, announced that the construction of the residential houses for the displaced citizens in various towns will be completed soon. Bishoftu Town Administration has been constructing more than 600 houses for displaced citizens.
Bishoftu town residents, businessmen, youths and the town administration are playing an immense role in rehabilitating the displaced Oromos from Ethiopian Somali regional states. Businessman Gutama Farisa is a resident of Bishoftu town. He is constructing 14 houses for the displaced citizens.
When I hear their displacements, I feel discomfort. We have to live for each other, so that I'm contributing in what I can. That's why I'm constructing this house for them.
OBN observed that all residents of Bishoftu town are actively participating on rehabilitation of the displaced citizens through constructing houses and facilitating the necessary things. On the other hand, Ahadu Construction has been constructing a house for more than 50 families. Midrock Company is also constructing 128 houses for the displaced citizens. General Director of the company, Dr. Arada Yurdao, said all infrastructures will facilitate very soon. Mayor of Bishoftu town, Gannet Abdullah Forepa, said that the works of construction get to end by the participation of all. We have started a great movement to rehabilitate our citizens. First of all, we had a discussion with the public, businessmen, youth, and all willingness companies. After understanding an agreement, the town administration prepared the land, and by participation of all the society and businessmen, the construction of the house are keeping well, she said. The Rehabilitation Committee for the Displaced Citizens have visited the construction. During the visit, Dr. Abarrat Ersa, the Rehabilitation Committee head, announced that works of constructing the house will be finalized in the near future.
The progress made so far is encouraging, and we have to speed up the construction of the house. Within 2 weeks' time, we have to start moving the people from the camp. That is the plan set by the government, and we are working on this program. And our investors, for example, the one we are looking now is the Midrock Ethiopia, is investing his own money for 112 houses. Dr. Haraga is the owner of the Midrock Ethiopia. The general manager is staying overnight in this campus and encouraging the people to work day and night. This is amazing, and is a good lesson and interesting for the other investors also.
Dr. Abarra also stressed that the households will get the chance to rehabilitate in the first cycle.
We have done study. The profile of these people is already studied. The priority moving the people in order of priority is set. because we have to move households who have so many members of family, and instead of moving a single person. So those having 10, 11, 12, 15 house members, family members has to get a chance to move first.
Dr. Kasaun is also a businessman who are living in Bishoftu town. He donates 2 tractors and water pumps. In the closing ceremony, Bishoftu town administration gives a key for different micro and small enterprises. According to the information from the ceremony, 760 jobless individuals get the chance to have the key. The users who organized will work in governmental and non-governmental organization cafeterias, green areas and different companies. The organized youth also vote to do a better thing and change their life.
800 investors are working with the capital of 16 billion birr in Adama town. The town's investment office highlighted that the investors will create 70,000 jobs. Oluma Bainas looked at Anwar Jamal's report.
Adama town is a center of investment and tourism. More than 800 investors have been working on different fields of work with a capital of more than 16 billion birr. According to the investment office of the town, more than 17,000 people have got job opportunity in the investment projects. Adama Iron Sheet Factory is among the many investments in the town. The factory has been working to transform the industrial revolution. It has also created job opportunity for more than 700 people.
We have benefited from the factory starting from our monthly salary. There is also different bonuses for us. I'm happy with my job. I have also acquired different skills of using modern technologies, she said.
The owner of Adama Iron Sheet Factory, Abdullahi Muhammad, for his part said his factory has been working to enhance productivity of it.
In the future, our plan is to produce more than 40%, which is estimated to 600,000 tons. Based on this, we will produce various items of products.
Adama Town Investment Office head, Chaltu Fikru, for her part said many investors have been working on different fields of work.
The investors of our town have been working in all sub-cities of our town. They have invested a lot of projects. This should be sustained without an interrupt, she said.
Chaltu added that the town administration have been striving to do more than ever.
Support has been provided for 60,000 Oromo settled in Lagahida district temporary camp of Bale zone. Individuals who provided support vote to sustain the ever-started support. Mukhtar Haji has more from Abraham Bruce report.
Lagahida district of Bale zone is about 800 kilometers far from Finfine city. 16,000 Oromos who were displaced from Ethiopia Somali regional state have sheltered in Adele town of the district. The displaced citizens told the OBN that they have been excited with the aid provided to them.
We've been here for about 5 months. We had nothing for our survival, but the rest of the Oromo people have helped us to sustain our life.
The Oromo people have visited and paid attention to us. Previously, we couldn't thought as we had such our citizens that always with us in difficulties, she said. The youth, elders and religious fathers of Bokoji towns and its surrounding have provided aids to the displaced Oromo who are in Adele towns of Lagahida district. The supporters have vowed that they would be by the side of the displaced Oromo until they would be recovered from the problem.
We are with you till you would be recovered. All our wealth is not only ours, but also yours. You, the displaced citizens, have brought about the strong unity of the Oromo people, so you have great honor from all the Oromo people.
Scholars said all concerned bodies should work in unison for the benefit of the Oromo people. Scholars and political parties have held discussion in OBN studio on the current situation of the country. Olma Bainas more.
Scholars of various universities and different political parties briefed OBN on the current situation across the country. They said all the challenges that the Oromo people have been facing is due to the narrowness of the democracy in the country. They also appreciated the result of deep renewal leaders for their contribution so far.
fi murtoowwan.
Decisions made by EPRDF are all the results of our people's struggle for freedom, although it is not the only means of democracy we need. Pressures made by our youth have brought significant changes in the history of the country. This is a good start, even if it is not an end.
They further noted that there will be a bright future if the government has implemented what it was promised so far.
As
OPDO, we are proud of our people's reaction towards democracy. The movement towards democracy has to be broader than ever. More than 22,000 released prisoners were the result of our people's reaction towards freedom.
They added that the propaganda against Cairo is originated from those who do not know more about Cairo.
Our foes have been fighting against our peace so far. They come again through Cairo. Cairo is not organized party, rather it is the rank of generation in the Gada system.
Participants underlined that unity of the Oromo people should be strengthened more than ever.
You're watching OBA, now news from America. The Prime Minister of Japan and Australia toured the military training camp outside Tokyo Thursday as the two countries seek to bolster the defense ties in the face of Democratic People's Republic of Korea's crisis. Malcolm Turnbull and Japanese counterpart Shinzo Abe are hoping to thrash out a security agreement on joint defense operations and exercises. Diplomats are putting the finishing touches to the proposed defense pact, which would be the first of its kind for Japan and would make Australia Tokyo's closest military partner after the United States. The pact would reportedly lay the ground for Japan's military exercise out of the Darwin, the northern Australian city heavily bombed by Japan in World War II. Both capitals say boosting military cooperation is vital given the tense situation in the region, with the Democratic People's Republic of Korea's missile program bringing the world closer to nuclear conflict than at any time since the Cold War. Ahead of his visit, Turnbull urged the international community to keep up the pressure on the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. CGTN reported. That's all about our today's news. Thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.